Another practical session of our tests, another practical session of our lessons on comparative forms in adverbs. Comparative forms in adverbs. We have taken the first test. We are going to look at another form of the practical exercise. In this case, you are going to copy all the questions you see from 1 to 13. Pause the video and underline one out of the two options in the bracket. There are two options, not three. There are two options, not three, in each of the brackets. Underline the correct option in the bracket as you read the sentence. So, if you have done that, come back as we put the correct answers. Now, look at that. Number one, look at that. Ojo held the button. Ojo held the button firmly, more firmly than any instrument. What are you going to underline here? More firmly. You are using comparison there again. So you have to take a group that is comparative. More firmly than any instrument. Look at number 2. The parade passed more slowly than a train. Remember here also we are using comparative than. And so what are you going to put there? More slowly. The word slowly has ly. So we are using two. Than signifies two things. Parade and train. Number 3. The conductor walked more quickly than the band. More quickly than the band. Remember this than. So you are going to go to comparative. So we have more quickly than the band. Look at number 4. The flute played more gently than the trombones. What are you going to put there? Remember, you have the word than. So you go for comparative. More gently than the trombones. Number 5. The tuba sounded more lower than the flute. What are you going to put there? Lower. You cannot underline a word that has er with more. You cannot use a word that has er with the word more. No, you cannot do that. We have already seen that. Number 6. Amodu held his horn more tightly than Junkun. Remember this word than. So you are having two comparisons there. You are having two things or two persons you are comparing. So you go for the word that has more tightly. More tightly. Look at number 4, number 7. The crowd clapped more politely than the other. What are you going to put there? Look at this word, than. And so you put more politely than the other. It's like we're going more. Look at number 8. The national scorpion played most cheerfully of all. Here you don't have the word than. So you are comparing national scorpion with the rest. So you are going to have most cheerfully of all. Look at number 9. Blue band sounded more louder than ours. You have this word there, so you are talking about two, comparing one thing to the other. You say, now, you see you cannot use the word that has er and then you use more. So this one is wrong. So you say louder. Look at number 10. Mariama danced most skillfully of all the girls. There is no word than there, so you cannot use this. No. You say most skillfully of all the girls. Number 11. She can move more quicker than her sister. What are you going to put there? Quicker. Because you cannot, here is wrong. Why? You cannot use a word that has ER with more at the same time. So that disqualifies this. Number 12. Adams writes more clearly than the other. What are you going to put there? You see this word than. So you take the word that is comparative more clearly than the other. I can run most fastest of all the club members. What are you going to put there? Fastest. You cannot, here is wrong. Why? You cannot use the word that has est with most. So you cannot say most fastest. That's why this is wrong. So that is the correct one. So we've been able to provide answers to all the sentences. Let's go through that again. So that we can. Ojo held the baton more firmly than any instrument. The parade passed more slowly than a train. The conductor walked more quickly than the band. The flute played more gently than the trombones. The tuba sounded lower than the flute. Amodu held his horn more tightly than Junko. The crowd clapped more politely than the other. National Scorpion played most cheerfully of all. Bluebird sounded louder than ours. Mariama played most skillfully of all the girls. She can move quicker than her sister. Adams writes more clearly than the other pupil. I can run fastest of all the club members. So we've been able to get the correct answers to each of these sentences. If you love our video, please share, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to support our family-based adult literacy program.